Docker Compose for beginners. Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can easily deploy a Django web application using Docker Compose. Before we begin, may I ask you to please subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate that. In the previous tutorial we deployed a similar application, or the same application actually, using a Kubernetes. But I'm trying to see the difference between both using Kubernetes and using Docker Compose to deploy the same app. Here, this is the web application that we are going to deploy. So what it does is that when you type in name of a city, it fetches the weather forecast of that very city. So what this web app does, the functionality doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we are able to deploy the web app using Docker Compose. So that is the application we are going to deploy. This application, we already have the image called my Django app in Docker repository. So this is the image we are going to use. Another important thing to note is that you can take a look at the Docker Compose documentation, where you can get some templates you can start your deployment with. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this and we are going to start working with it. Now I have stopped the app and deleted the deployment, so now the app is no longer working. We are going to start deploying the app using Docker Compose now. I'm going to paste our template here and then make the necessary changes. Now the changes that I've got to make is very simple. I'm going to delete some of the lines because we don't need this much. I'll delete here, delete this, that, and that. That's all that we need. Now I'm going to make a very minor, some changes here actually. Here, we are going to change this to image because we are using our image from the Docker repository. Then here we are going to paste the image that we are going to use. So now the image is this. Copy that. I'm going to paste the image here. That's all that we actually needed. So now we have our Django application port number, mapping it to the same port number here on the host so that we will be able to access the website on this very host computer. Now let me go on and save this. After saving it, let us run the file Docker Compose up. If everything goes fine, now it's created. Yeah, that's it. So the next thing that we need to do is to go on and refresh the website. Now the website is back. We can test it again to make sure that everything works. That's excellent. So now that we've got everything working, so it means that we are able to deploy our web app using Docker Compose, and it's very easy. Just as simple as that. The next thing that we could do when we are done is to stop this. It stopped. Now we can also issue the command Docker Compose down. It's removed. So it is just that simple to deploy your web app using Docker Compose, and I hope this tutorial has been helpful. Can I ask you to please subscribe to my channel, like, and share? Thank you.